Hi, everyone. I hope that you are having a happy Tuesday. Today, we're just going to go through what we are doing for the day and our summary. So, first, you have your question of the day. Every day, just make sure you're doing that first. I'll post that on top so you guys can see it. So, make sure you're always posting that question of the day first. And it can be as long or as short as you would like. So, it doesn't have to be long. You can just answer the question. Just make sure you type your name in so I can see your answer. Then you're going to go ahead and do chapter 7 of Charlotte's Web. Keep reading that. You're doing a great job with that. I was looking through the responses and you guys are doing an excellent job. Just make sure you're answering it in RACER format. So you should have at least 3 to 4 sentences if you're answering it using RACER. So make sure you're doing that. That is something I'm checking for. So you might see a little reminder from me on there to make sure that you're answering it in RACER format. Okay. I will try to hop on at some point this week and we will maybe go over again, just review how we can answer it in RACER format. So maybe with chapter 6 today or from Monday, we can go through and talk about how we would answer that question using RACER. Then you guys are going to do a new reading passage. It's in the week 2 packet if you have it, but again, you don't need the week 2 packet to do any of the activities this week. I'm posting everything that you need online. So the one text that you're doing today is called Wild Pets, and you'll see a PDF on there, which you can just click on and read right on the screen. You can actually click on the Scholastic one and you can read it online on Scholastic, but remember there is a class code for that. If you're having trouble getting that working, you can either read if you have the hard copy in the week 2 packet or just click on the PDF one. So there's a couple different ways to read it. So you'll just read it right on there. And then you're going to fill out those close reading questions on the Google form. You're going to see that attached to the reading assignment. So when you go, and this is for Tuesday. All right. So when you look at the reading, there's a lot posted under there because this right here is the one where you can actually go onto Scholastic. That one is cool because they have some other tools and things that you can read it online. Or this one right here, this PDF, you'll just click that and it's going to pull it up right on your screen. And then the Google form, which is where you will type in your answers to those close reading questions. Please, please, please try to do this on the computer any way you can. If you are having computer trouble, you can answer in the packet, but boys and girls going forward, so when we're out next week, and going forward until we go back to school, everything is going to be on Google Classroom. So there's not going to be a packet. So I really want you guys to try to make sure that you can get these things done on the computer. That way I can see them. And then we can also practice for what we're going to be doing the following week. So please try to answer that on the computer. And again, you're going to see right here, the Wild Pets. You can click on that. The article is going to pop up or on here or in your packet. You can read it. And then you have the chapter 7 Charlotte's Web question right here at the new Google Doc, and you'll type your answer right on there. Please make sure you're doing that every day. You don't want to get behind on the chapters because we're doing a chapter a day and it's going to keep moving forward. So make sure that you try to catch up with that. If you did miss a day, go back and do that day and then move on from there. So maybe it would take up maybe a couple of your reading times that day to complete those activities. So if you did happen to miss a day, just make sure you make up that day and then move to the next day. So you don't want to miss a lot of them because then it'll start to add up and then you'll be behind on the chapters when I post the new ones each day. So we're going to do a chapter a day. So make sure you keep up with that the best you can. Okay. And then for writing, just like the comic strip one, there's going to be a PDF here. It's also in the packet. You can write directly on it. If you do want to print it, you can. So if you don't have the packet and you want to print it out, the writing activity for the day, you can. Let me see if it'll click on it for me here. And it's from the Wild Pets. Okay, it's called Not So Perfect. And what you're going to read about is that people sometimes own exotic pets, but it can be trouble. So what you're going to do is you're going to write the reasons why it would maybe not be so great to own an exotic pet, even though it'd be cool, but maybe why it would be trouble for someone. Write the reason and then write the text evidence to support that reason. Okay. So for instance, if one of the reasons is because they can be aggressive or they can be dangerous, they can harm somebody, You can write that reason and then write the text evidence that supports that reason. Why might they be dangerous? Okay. So the text is going to have a lot of information about that, and you're going to use the text, wild pets, that you're using for reading to do this writing activity. Now, if you don't want to print this or you don't have the hard copy of it, that's fine. You're going to complete that in your writing notebook. You'll write the reason and then you'll write the text evidence right next to it. So you can even make a T-chart in there and you can set it up the same way and complete it in there. Okay, so that's for your writing activity for today. Next, see if it'll let me go back here. Okay, so next for math, okay, and this right here, everything that you see under the instructions, remember, is in the summary. The summary has all of the instructions for every subject, but I'm also writing them right underneath each assignment too. Okay, so for math, these activities are both in the week 2 packet, but again, you don't need the week 2 packet to complete it. I'm posting everything on here that you need. There are 2 PDFs. Now, here's the thing. This is a really, really important thing for math today, because you're going to see these pages and you're going to think, oh no, I have to do all of this. And you don't. Okay. What I like you to do is set a timer for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. Set a timer or just look at the clock, 5 minutes, and then you're going to complete as many as you can in 5 minutes. Now, that could be a lot of them, especially if you have been practicing that multiplication. A lot of you guys are getting really good at it. So you might finish the whole sheet, okay? Maybe like similar to a time test. But 5 minutes, get as much done as you can. If you don't finish the whole sheet in 5 minutes, then that's fine, okay? Get as much done as you can in 5 minutes. And you're going to do the same for the next sheet. This sheet's also multiplication, but they're word problems. So you're going to go in, you're going to solve the problems, 5 minutes. Set your timer for 5 minutes. So if you get 5 problems done in 5 minutes, that's great. That's all you need to do today. If you want to pick one, so like let's say you want to do number 1, but you want to skip number 2, try number 3, do that. You can skip. You don't have to go in the order. You can pick which ones you want to do. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Now, please make sure you're getting more than just one question done. Okay, try not to spend 5 minutes on one question and then say that you're done. Really work. If you're setting a timer for 5 minutes, that's 5 minutes that you're going to be just focusing on the word problems. So you should be able to get a couple done in that 5 minutes. Okay, so maybe think about it as I'm going to spend 1 minute per problem. Okay, and try to get as many as you can done. So if you can get more than that, that's great. If you have maybe 4 problems, that's fine too. But we should probably be getting more than just one problem done. So make sure you're focusing. If you're setting the timer for 5 minutes, make sure it's a focused 5 minutes, okay? Then you can take a little brain break. All right. So that's the math activity for today. But also, make sure, yesterday I posted Freckle. Super duper important that you guys are getting that pre-test done. We're going to be using Freckle quite a bit going forward. You're going to have some Think Central activities next week. Then I'm also going to be posting some things on Freckle. So make sure you're getting that done so that way I can start posting assignments on there. So make sure you log in. There's a class code. Do that and then take the pretest. If you did this yesterday, you do not have to do it today. So that's one thing that you don't have to do. But make sure that that's the main thing that you guys are getting done this week, is that you are going on to Freckle, taking that short pretest, and then you're going to be good. Then go to your park practice book, work on your next page. Okay, next page, front and back, try it out. Use your math book if you need to. Look back at some of those concepts and then answer those questions. And then go on to Prodigy, play on there. I did assign some rounding activities. If you were on yesterday, you may have finished some of those activities, or you're going to complete some more today. So just log on to Prodigy for extra math practice. Make sure you're logging in using Google, because that's where it's assigning you the activities that I'm going to see from you guys. So please make sure you're logging into Prodigy. Then lastly, science. It is going to be the same activity throughout the week. So you can pick when you want to do the activities. But remember, there's that Generation Genius video, which is so much fun. I love Generation Genius. I think you guys are going to love watching the video. It's about 15 minutes long, so you'll go on there and watch the video. So if you watched the video yesterday, you might want to complete the Flipgrid today. So you're going to watch the video, take notes. Make sure you're jotting down notes on especially how fossils are formed. So take a look at the process. So maybe you watched it yesterday. You can watch it again today and take maybe more notes, maybe some things you missed last time. Okay. You don't have to do all of this in one day, but by the end of the week, so by 3 o'clock on Friday, try to have that Flipgrid done. Okay. So you're going to go on there, click the Flipgrid, make your video, and then watch your classmates' video. Check on there every day, because every day there might be more videos on there for you guys to watch, and then you can see your classmates and what they learned as well. And maybe even get ideas for things that you want to put in your video, or maybe something you want to add to your video. So watch each other's videos on there. It'll be a lot of fun. So this is very similar to that Martin Luther King project. So think back to that when you are completing the science project this week. But I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun with that. And again, it's on fossils. So we're going to continue learning about that. And then that's it for today. You might have also noticed that I posted on yesterday that you guys, there's a family, let's go here, that there is a family game night challenge. So this is optional, you guys, but it's just a lot of fun. And I'd love to share the completed challenges probably next week, so you guys have time to do them. But each of you have one assigned to you. It's on the Google Doc. And it's just a challenge to do something fun, especially since we do have to be inside a lot right now. It's a good time to do some fun games and things that maybe we haven't done in a while. I know I have a whole bunch of games in our closet in our playroom that we want to pull out and play since we have to be home. So it's actually a lot of fun. So you'll see this family game night challenge. You do not have to do it. It's optional, but it's definitely something really fun to do. So each day of the week, you're going to see it Monday. You'll write the name of the game that you played and who won. And you can be creative with the games. Yesterday, I was playing games with my friends on video. We found an app where we could play games with each other, and we played games. There were 4 of us on there, and we were playing games on our phones together. And one of my friends is all the way down in Florida, and we were playing games together. So it can be that. It can be maybe a video game that you're playing with someone in your family. It can be a board game. It can be a game outside. Maybe you guys are playing soccer or basketball, something that you're playing outside, although it's a little bit rainy, but that's okay. But if you guys are getting outside and playing a game too, that's fine. So you can be creative. Any kind of game will work for this. Write the name of the game and then write who won. Maybe there was a tie, you can write that too. But it'd just be fun to see what kind of games you guys are playing, and maybe even give your classmates an idea of some games that they can play too during the weeks that we're going to be out of school. So I hope you guys have fun with that. So next week, I'll take a look at those game night challenges. If you're done with it, so on Sunday or Monday, whenever you finish it, click turn in. That way I can see who finished the challenge, and I can post those for everyone to see what games you played, who won, and it'll be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and as something fun to do when we are inside, and I think it'd be fun for you guys. So um, that's all I have today. Remember to always comment under the question post for the day, or directly under the assignment that you have a question on, and I will answer it as soon as I can. And then each day, I'm going to try to do a video conference of some kind, either on Zoom if we can get it working, or Google Meet. We can get on there. You guys can see each other. And any questions that you have, if there's a question with a math problem that you have, I'll try to solve that for you guys. I do have a whiteboard here, so if you have a question about something, I can solve it for you, or just any questions at all. So I hope to see you guys on there. I'm going to try to get on at 11 o'clock every day. So just go on to Google Classroom. You'll see links for anything that I'm doing for a meetup of any kind, and you guys can go on there and see that. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow.